attacking game of hurling, and Middleton, of course, with their determination to become one of the big four in Cork, with the Glen, the Bears, and it's on, and we're going to see what's going to happen. Michael Crotty getting the first puck, but in towards John Fenton. John Fenton breaks Jerry Keane's Hurley, and he gets it on in further. Flicked on by, and it comes to Kevin Hennessy, and Kevin Hennessy puts it over the bar. A little flick on there by Jeff Fitzgerald. Jeff, forgive me for that second, I couldn't think your name, but again, with less than 15 seconds gone, Jeff Fitz passes the ball in to Kevin Hennessy, and Ger making that score there for Kevin. It goes over the bar, and the score is Middleton 1 point, Athenry no score, and we have only just now 30 seconds of the game gone. So in 15 seconds Middleton get the opening score. You see it there again from Kevin. So Kevin Hennessy opening the scoring, and I'm sure Middleton are happy with that one. It's something Athenry didn't need. Middleton, remember, coming in favourites because of the experience. Down here with Pascal Healy. Pascal Healy sending a ball into attack. Batted out again. Back in they come. It comes over here now as far as... That's Jared Higgins. Jared Higgins, or Declan Higgins. Declan Higgins getting across in the middle. Pulled back out there again by Edzo Cleary. Edzo's shot going away out over to the far side of the field. Broken down by John Boylan to Tyke McCarthy. Tyke McCarthy to John Hartnett. John Hartnett trying to get away from Michael Carroll. He's caught this time by Paul Hardiman. Paul Hardiman, who was played with the Galway Vocational Schools, winning last year and hoping to win actually another All-Ireland coming up very, very soon, I believe, when he's playing with the Galway County Vocational Teams team. But John Hartnett, this time winning it and sending the middle back into attack again. Batted out by Tom Monaghan. Or this is Tom Monaghan now, the corner back, clearing it out. The players seem to be roaming over. Jerry Dempsey tussling very hard over there, Pat Hartnett. Athenry coming into attack, a little flick in here to PJ Malai. PJ Malai turns, flicks it high and over the bar. 1 minute and 43 seconds gone. And PJ Malai getting the equaliser. So flags flying from both sets of teams at the moment. The opening score by Kevin Hennessy, inter-county player, and the equaliser by PJ Malai, another inter-county player for Galway. So the game really starting off at a frenzy pace. Tom Monaghan again with this one. Tom seems to be very strong, coming way out, getting away there and clearing it out. Down to the far corner. Dennis Mulcahy gets it out as far as I think it's John Boylan, over to Tyke McCarthy. Tyke very close to the line. It's stopped by Paul Hardiman. Paul Hardiman this time is hooked, but he still gets a little shot in. Jerry Dempsey leaving it that time to Sean Keane, and Sean Keane gets it in as far as Seamus Kearns. Seamus Kearns tries to hand pass it, but it goes out of the line. It's line ball. Tremendously fast game so far. We have just coming up to 3 minutes gone, and it's a point each. So Athenry coming into this, maybe the underdogs, maybe very young team indeed, but I tell you, they are not taking any fear of Middleton, even though Middleton got a great start. Pat Hartnett with this line ball, a lovely line ball, dropping right on again to the halfbacks, stopped by Michael Carroll. John Hartnett, Pat's brother, gets to it, flicks on in a little bit, comes to Colm O'Neill. Colm can't get control of it. John Hartnett's on the ground, he has the ball up in his hand, can't do somebody, tries to hand pass it, but he's Hurley and the ball is knocked away from him and it's cleared out again. A little push in the back that time on Michael Crotty. Yes, the referee has blown a whistle and he awards a free into Middleton. And we're looking up here at the flag on the Cusick stand. The wind seems to be blowing down in favour of Athenry. But again, looking at some of the flags around the pitch, which just can't see now at the moment, the wind is swelling the other way. So what way the wind is, I'm not too sure whether it's with or against the Middleton team. But John Fenton here with this one anyway. John hits it high and over the bar. The second score from John Fenton with just almost 4 minutes gone in this first half. Middleton 2 points. Athenry 1 point. John Fenton, Kevin Hennessy and PJ Malai the scorers. Dropping out in the middle again. Hard putting there by John Hardiman. Running back for Edzo Cleary. Gets it in touch with. Flicked on in by Sean Keane into attack. King is coming out. He's under a bit of pressure here. But back to clear it over is Michael Boylan. Shot from all well bit of blocking down there by Michael Boylan on PJ Malai. And Middleton still under pressure. Pat Hartnett comes across, grabs it, claims it and clears it out to the middle of the field. Out again to his brother John. John trying to spread it out and open it out to the wings. Racing over to Tom Monaghan and John Boylan. Breaks off of John's legs. And the two Athenry men get a bit mixed up as Ty McCarthy comes in. Again it's Tom Monaghan. Tom Monaghan with John Hardiman. And Tom getting it, clearing it He's doing an awful lot of work out to the far side of the field where Seamus Kearns gets his hand to the right, but it goes out over the line, and it's a line ball. And looking over there on the far side, I see Bobby Gardner, actually the man, the great jumper, who's the manager and one of the selectors with Attenroy. They also have Noel Kelly and Jackie O'Shea and Bill Conway are their selectors. Back again with the play. This is Pascal Healy. Pascal Healy opening it up again, sending it off to Seamus Kearns. This time Seamus has it. Hand passes into the middle. It runs astray. Sean O'Brien leaning over, gets a hurley to it. Ty McCarthy with John Hardiman. Ty gets it away into attack again now. This is Michael Carl. Michael Carl, John Hartnett. Michael still gets a shot in there. They try to hook him and back into attack. A great attacking game here so far on this. This time the ball is running loose. Again it's Sean O'Brien whooshing it out, bringing it out a little bit as fast as Ty McCarthy. Tyga lovely one on the ground, doubles it on in towards Colm O'Neill. Oh, just unfortunately dropped out of Colm's hand. He's under a bit of pressure here from Billy Caulfield, the full back. The referee blows the whistle. Very, very hard here to hear the whistle. Just such an uproar from the crowd. And now it's with Billy Caulfield, the full back. 6 minutes gone in this first half. 2 points to 1 in favour of Middleton. That good long one indeed. The wind must be behind him. It drops right onto the square. Sean O'Brien again, left-handed this time, puts it out over the line, over towards where Bobby Garner gets it and trying to encourage the Attenroy team. They're a very young team indeed. 4 of them will be still playing minor this coming season. Bobby Malloy with a lovely looking one coming straight across, and a lovely point indeed from Bobby Malloy. To Galway and Attenroy forward. Bobby putting that one over the bar for the equaliser again, and we just have 6.5 minutes gone in this first half, and that one from a sideline. So Bobby getting the 2 scores for Attenroy. Kevin Hennessy, John Fenton, the 2 scores from Middleton. The King with a puck out, dropping right in the centre of the field. John Garner getting it, whipping it out towards Jerry Dempsey. Jerry Dempsey followed by Sean O'Brien, gets it on in here to PJ Malloy again. PJ drops it the first time, looking up, flicks it a high dangerous one in towards the King. The King, very great confidence, grabs that one and getting away from Declan Higgins under pressure, clears it away out to this side of the field. Doubled on by John Fender, but it's blocked down. Coming right here in front of the camera down the field again, it comes to Declan Higgins. Declan Higgins followed by Dennis Mulcahy, gets his shot in, away out to the far side. Jerry Dempsey now after it, followed by Pat Hartnett. Jerry has it in the hand, looks back, tries to floor a dangerous one across into the middle. Again it's Dennis Mulcahy with a little hand pass out here as far as Pat Hartnett, and Pat Hartnett with a good long clearance sends it away out to the middle of the field. Back goes Tom Monaghan for it. Tom Monaghan picking it up and clearing it back out again. He's clearing the immense amount of ball for Attenroy. This is John Hardiman, the midfielder. Looking at the crowd there who are really enjoying this game. John Hardiman's shot goes down off to the corner. Silvio Manny tussling over there at Seamus Kearns. Pat Hartnett also. But no, they thought the whistle had gone, but the ball is still in play. It's Dennis Mulcahy again. Lovely stylish strike of the ball, sends it away out to the middle of the field. Again it's John Hardiman. John Hardiman getting this one along the ground. Not great moving the ball. It's Pat Higgins. Pat Higgins who played minor in 83, sending this one in and out and wide. Pat Higgins seems to have moved out to the half forward line from full forward, and we'll see if I can watch the changes as they come up. As the ball anyway is with Jeff Power, better known as the King of course around. He's cocking amongst his teammates with this one. Still 2 points each. Dropping it down here. That time got away by Jerry Keane. Michael Crotty gets a little touch to it. John Hardiman pulls in it. Michael Carroll back to it. John Hardiman again. Comes to John Boylan. John Boylan very quickly, 3 Attenroy players come on to him. Passes John Hartnett. John just couldn't keep control of it. Remember, it's very wet and slippery conditions down there at the moment. Hard putting by Edzer Cleary. Got away in there by the centre forward Sean Keane for Attenroy. Race over now, PJ Malloy, who seems to have gone in full forward on Michael Boylan. Michael keeping him out. Good bit of guarding by Michael Boylan, but he still gets his shot in, and it's looking good. A very good score indeed, even though Michael Boylan guarding him well. PJ Malloy puts Attenroy into the lead for the first time in this game, and maybe, as I said, that win could be behind Attenroy, and well, they probably would need to get a bit ahead, but PJ Malloy, the 3 scores so far for Attenroy in this game. Puck out over to far side again. John Hardiman to Jerry Dempsey. Attenroy now putting a bit of pressure on Middleton at the moment. This is, I think it's Seamus Kearns over there. Couldn't make out the number. It's gone out over the line anyway. It's a line ball. And the substitutes over there on Middleton bench, you see the other selectors actually followed Dennis Kelleher and Paddy Fitz and Joe Desmond just right in the centre of our picture now. The 3 selectors with Middleton. This line ball, as I said, Attenroy putting on a lot of pressure at the moment on the Middleton team. A lovely one again dropping in. A little flick out over that time by Pat Hartnett. Comes right over here in front of us. This is Pat Higgins, who's come out to the half-hour line. That time he stopped and he still gets a little shot in, trying to move it out to the corner. Silvio Manny coming out for us. Sylvie, who won a under 21 All-Ireland medal back in 76 playing with Cork. But now again it's PJ Malay and there's a crowd really every time he gets it, but coming back and whipping it away there. I think it was against Sean O'Brien as PJ Malay was busting through, and every time PJ gets the ball you sense the excitement in the Attenroy crowd here around us in the Hogan stand. Really a very good crowd here. The Hogan stand is pretty full, even though, as I said, when you look across there's not too many over. Pascal Healy to take it. Pascal Healy, who I believe got man of the match in the Connacht final for his play, trying to put Attenroy another point in the ahead. Gets it up very quickly, very well, but it's swinging out to the left and he sends it wide. 11 minutes gone in this first half, and you see the scoreboard: 3 points to Attenroy, 2 points to Middleton, or Cork and Galway as they say there. The representatives from Cork and Galway in this All-Ireland Club Senior Hurling Championship final. The King again, this time with a mighty powerful puck out way down to the halfbacks. Colmany goes up, drops, but John Hartnett doubles on it, sends it a bit further. Ball is blocked down. Over to where Pat Hartnett has dropped the helmet off now. He gets it to Ty McCarthy. Ty turning, little pass to John. John trying to get away here from Michael Carr. He's on the solo run. Outside him he's got Cullum. He passes to Cullum. Cullum is bustled there by Pascal Healy. Still trying to turn it. Moving back, not giving up. Coming on to him is Michael Crotty, but Cullum decides himself to hit this one. It's looking good. It's dropping in on top of the fouls again. Blocked down. It comes to John Fitzgerald. John Fitzgerald. Oh, he's just hooked at the vital moment there by the cornerback Anthony Jennings. Just as Joe was going to whip on that one in, and Gerald Fitzgerald can be so lethal around the goals. He's got 5 goals and 9 points so far in this campaign, starting, we say, in 87 up to this final. Sean O'Brien clearing that one out to Colm O'Neill. Colm, who sent the last one in, can he do about this one? Left-handed, he sends it high, and this time Colm makes no mistake, gets the distance right and puts it over the bar for the equaliser with just coming up to 12 minutes gone. And you see the Middleton people down there quite happy indeed, I'm sure, to be cheering on Colm with that one. I see, yes, Jimmy Farmer there coming down, one of the supporters. And actually I would like to wish Neely Horgan, who couldn't come to this final, all the best, who is of course Jimmy's father-in-law. And Neely, we wish that you were here because we know how much you'd love this game. You've been supporting and playing with Middleton all these years, so we hope that the lads will bring back the trophy to Middleton and you can share in that honour and excitement with them. So to Neely Horgan, best wishes, get well soon, Neely. Back anyway here with the action, it's Anthony Jennings. Jeff Fitzgerald, a lovely bit of block down by Jeff. Oh, lovely flick back by Kevin Innocent. Jeff Fitzgerald now turning, looking up, can he get a score from this? He shot against half block down, it goes inside. It's John Podhammer, Kevin Hennessy has it, it's gone in! It's gone into the back of the net from Kevin Hennessy. That time Paul Hardiman had it but couldn't control it. The crowd really get excited here now in Croke Park at Middleton with that goal from Kevin. Here it comes again. Now Anthony Jennings has it, blocked down by Jeff Fitz. A lovely flick from Kevin. Now Jeff turns, he shot his half block down. Paul Hardiman tries to get to it, couldn't, but Kevin following in very quickly, and with all his experience gets that one in. Here it comes again from another camera. Jerno Rundles, he took that tackle very well indeed, didn't he? Back in now. Paul Hardiman should have got that clearance, but Kevin Hennessy, very tall, very awkward around the goals, gets it in, and Middleton go into a lead again. It's 1 goal and 3 points to Middleton, 3 points to Attenroy. As it back again with Jeff Fitz. Can Jeff Fitz get something with this one? It goes out of the line and it's a line ball. So Jeff Fitz with Kevin working very well that time together. A little flick to John Fenton here. John picks it and whips it on it without catching it and over the bar. John Fenton and Middleton beginning to really open up now at this stage. The score is 1 goal and 4 points to Middleton, 3 points to Attenroy. And really Attenroy, if they have this win behind them, wouldn't want to let Middleton get too far ahead. 1-4 to 3 points. 14 minutes gone. Pat Hartnett picks that up very nicely. Under pressure, gets his clearance in. Again down to Cullum. Oh, Cullum grabbed that one very well, even though he got a little tap in the hand. Left hand again, he sends in Kevin Hennessy with another chance here. Kevin grabs it well, he's getting away from Billy Coy. He gets it in. Kevin Hennessy, his second goal. Watch it again. Cullum grabbed it so well, floats it on in. Kevin now goes up, grabs it, gets away from Tom Monaghan, turns and hits it, and inside the goals. The captain, Matty Gannon, had no hope. Watch it again. Cullum really guarded very well that time, grabbed it, floated in. It's one he got not so long ago as well, but they didn't get that one. But Kevin breaks away here, and as I said, Matty Gannon hadn't a hope whatsoever inside. Back with the play. So Kevin with 2 goals and a point so far in this game. We have coming up to 15 minutes, almost the first quarter gone. Billy Caulfield out to Jerry Dempsey. Pat Hatton flicking it up lovely. Middleton now coming. Remember, Attenry put on a lot of pressure there for 5 minutes, but never really got the scores. And now it's Middleton coming back. Back there, well, it's Paul Hardiman. Paul, who is the man I said, on minor still, hoping to win an All-Ireland medal with the Galway Vocational Schools coming up soon. Well, this time now, they're looking in trouble in this game. Back to Paul again, I think it is. Trying to get away there from Jeff Fitz. Coming onto it is Colm O'Neill, and whipped and cleared out by Michael Carl. Out to the centre. Now Pat Higgins, who was experienced playing here in Croke Park, flicking this one up and sending it wide. Pat, who started in full forward, has now moved out to the half-forward position. Got a shot there, picked it up very neatly, very quickly, but unfortunately went wide for him. Well, the first team to ever win this All-Ireland Club Hurling Championship back in 71 were Ross Gray from Tipperary. And the last 2 winners in 86 and 87 were 2 Tipperary teams. In 86, Kilruan McDonough's won it, and last year, Borrisoleigh, the team that Middleton beat in the 84 Munster final after 2 great games indeed. Borrisoleigh came along and won it. So I suppose Middleton feel they have something to prove here by trying to win it today. But Attenry won't give up easy. Pascal Healy's shot dropping in. The ball is kept in play. Whipped out again there by Sean O'Brien, but the referee's whistle has gone. He says there was, I think, a little bit of pushing inside, and he's given a free out. Yes, a free out he's giving indeed. Jerry Cowan, the Offaly referee, who went up to Cushendall when Middleton went to play the semi-final. And of course, by all accounts, unfortunately I couldn't go there, that they had a brilliant day up there. They were treated exceptionally well indeed by all the people up in Cushendall, and they had a great weekend. The Kings shot again, dropping on the halfbacks, really putting pressure on. Oh, lovely bit of fetching there by Pat Higgins. Sends it on out over to Jerry Dempsey. But Pat Hatton at his back. His shot is blocked down. Comes again to PJ Malloy. Tries to flick it inside, but Sean O'Brien is there, and Sean now flicking it out to the side of the field now. It's John Boylan, or Michael Crotty I should say. John Fenton tussling with Jerry Keane. Back goes Pascal Healy. Pascal Healy looking up, tries to send a long one dangerously in. The King is underneath it. Catch it. He drops it on his hand. Catch it, Attenry. But the King very quickly flicks it out. And it's still Mulcahy. Muller here with it. And Muller clearing it back out again to the centre field. Michael Crowley trying to pick it up. He leaves it go to his other young fellow teammate there, Edzer Cleary. And Edzer gets it up to Colm O'Neill. Oh, what a wallop Colm O'Neill received that time from Billy Caulfield, the full back. As he put his hand up, Billy coming in, tries to bat it. But Billy connected with Colm, not with the ball. And it's a free into Middleton. Almost 18 minutes gone. It's 1-2-4 to Middleton, 3 points to Attenry. Can John Fenton increase Middleton's lead here? John hits it high, but it has a little tail to it, goes out to the right and wide. And John, of course, is normally so accurate. He's the top scorer. I said Jeff Fitzgerald had 5 goals and 9 points. He seems to be the goal poacher on the Middleton team so far in the campaign this year. Well, since 87 if you wish. But John Fenton, the top scorer, with 2 goals and 39 points. Believe it or believe it not. And of course, the scorer of the 2 goals today, Kevin Hennessy, has got 4 goals and 11 points so far in this campaign. So Middleton are very dangerous, but here's the shot back in again. Watching this, Michael Boylan, PJ Malloy coming close to him. Michael trying to break it away. PJ Malloy is getting inside him, very close in line. He swings around, he's after getting away from his chance here now. PJ Malloy can get this ball in. He gets in the foul. Declan Higgins takes a shot. The King bats it back out again, running out. It's going out over the in line, and it's 70 or 60 metres now, I suppose we'd say, to Attenry. Here it comes again. Michael and PJ tussling very hard here. Now, PJ steps here, steps inside him here as Michael steps, flicks the ball to Declan Higgins. Declan under a bit of pressure gets in, but the King has his eye on it all the way indeed. Really wasn't any danger unless it broke to one of the forwards coming in. But back again to Pascal Healy here to take this 60 metres. 19 minutes gone. Pascal drops it in again into the square. PJ Malloy goes up for it, breaks out of his hand, cleared out by Sylvie O'Mahony. Sylvie getting it out, not very far, but back there to help out is Tig McCarthy from centre field, and Tig gives a good clearance up to John Fenton. John Fenton here with Jerry Keane. John Fenton gets a bump and a shoulder out, the whistle has gone. I'm not too sure now where it's going to be for John Fenton getting belted along the back from Jerry Keane, or whether it's going to be against John Fenton for having to hold around Jerry Keane. The referee's having a word with John Fenton. Personally, I'm not too sure why, but he's the referee and he was down there and he saw it, and maybe he saw it from a different angle to me. Bobby Gardner down there with them, having a word, but back anyway with the free. It's to Attenroy, taken again by Pascal Healy. Pascal hitting this one very strongly, but it goes too far out to the left and wide. And maybe this wind here could be a bit hard to control. It could be, as I said, looking just a quick shot there at John Keefe. But looking again at the flags, the flag over the security stand is blowing in favour of Attenroy, but then the other little flags on the side are blowing up this way. So the referee having a word here with Bobby Garner, the manager from Attenroy. I don't know what it's all about, but I'm not too sure. I'd say the wind, probably like Croke Park, normally swirling around. And look there on the back of the King there, you see what was once the Hill 16. Of course, they're working on it throughout this year. Anyway, back with the game. Comes to Ty McCarthy again. The wind is getting fairly high up here now at the moment. Drops it into Gerard Fitzgerald. Gerard Fitzgerald has it in the hand. Gerard turns and Gerard belts it high and Gerard belts it over the bar. And what he's very good at, picking it very quick. He's a very quick striker of the ball. We have 21 minutes gone, and that time ball coming into Gerard Fitzgerald. And as I said, Gerard very quick always to turn and hit the ball. And I always see more of the years getting some lovely scores like that. Lovely points. And so, and there seems to be a Attenroy player injured over on the far side of the field there. I'm not sure if it's John or Paul Hardiman. It's one of those with the yellow helmets anyway, on the far side. Looking over at the crowd and Cusick stand, as I said, not very many there, but there is a good crowd here. There's a big crowd down in the Hogan stand. How many thousand or what, I'm not too sure, but the atmosphere and the crowd down here in the Hogan stand is very good indeed. John Fenton down here with Jerry Keane. They had a great tussle a while ago, but John, master marksman, Pat Horgan, the chairman of the Hurling and football section of the Middleton Club. Pat out there with the water. Looking over on the bench, the far side, I see Billy Cody over there having a word with Ken Tuig. Dennis Crowley there coming on with the water. Dennis, who's always carrying the water on the train coming up. I asked him had he the water for the day, and of course he said he had. So we're all waiting to see what the injury is at the moment to that player. Anyway, back here looking at the score by Geoff Fitzgerald. Ty McCarthy floated in lovely. See how quickly he caught it and turned and struck. And one thing I always say about him, the way he strikes the ball, he strikes it so quick he's almost impossible to hook. But a lovely score that time by Geoff Fitz. And of course Geoff Fitzgerald is Paddy Fitzgerald's son. Paddy, who won an All-Ireland medal with Cork back in '66 and is the selector and trainer here with the team today. The other selectors followed Dennis Kelleher and Joe Desmond, of course, involved with this team as well throughout the 80s. Well, the injured player is up, ready to get going. I think it's John Hardiman, and very soon Mahi Gahan, who's the captain of this Attenroy team, will puck it out. We have 23 minutes gone, and will the referee add on additional time for that injury? I don't know. A lovely bit of fetching there by Pascal Healy. Pascal trying to turn, he's under a lot of pressure, and also a good bit of blocking down there by Michael Crotty. Now it's John Fenton, he gets it on into Jerry Keane. John hooks Jerry Keane. Michael Crotty back there with him again. Michael putting on it, misses it. Too many players around the ball, but John Fenton with his skill gets it up. It goes off of Pascal Healy out of the line. It's the line ball to Middleton. And as Sean O'Brien says, I've got a slight touch of a sore throat myself today, so hope that voice doesn't sound too bad. John's one breaking right into the middle. John Hartnett coming out onto it. Bit of pressure from Michael Caird. A little pass back here to Tig McCarthy, floating this one high. It's a dangerous looking one again. But Mahigan this time, plenty of time. Geoff Fitzgerald almost breaks down the shot. He half breaks down. It comes to Colm O'Neill. Colm now with a chance here, trying to get away from Billy Caulfield, the full back. Colm turns, floats a dangerous one right across the square again. Caught by John Hartnett. John Hartnett, 3 or 4 players around him. He hand passes it in, but it goes out. I think the umpire is pointing and saying that John was actually inside in the square. before the ball went in, and it will be a free out to Attenroy. But again, a lovely floated, dangerous ball in. And I think Middleton seem to be adopting this ply of sending a high ball in, thinking that their backs or their forwards being taller than the backs are creating problems around the goal mouth. Anyway, the free breaks down to Pat Hartnett. Pulled on and got away over there by John Boyle. Out of the line ball to Attenroy. Game, since that injury now, has quietened down a little bit. It was very fast, very competitive, and it just seems to be taking a while to settle back in now again. And not a very good one, low along the ground. It comes out to, this is Seamus Kearns, I think. Seamus Kearns, who seems to come out to the half-hour line as well for Attenroy. Dennis Mulcahy there, PJ Malloy, but Dennis stopped him. It comes again out to PJ. PJ turning, looking, and sends it high and over the bar. He also doesn't need many chances to get the scores. 25 minutes gone, PJ Malloy getting his 4th score of the game. So PJ proving to be the marksman in chief indeed for Attenroy today. I think it was back in 1970 actually. PJ played with Galway and on the Galway team the same time actually that Seamus Fell from Middleton played on the Cork team, Galway winning it that day. Michael Carr under pressure here from Pat Hartnett, got away by Paul Hardiman. Back as far as Edge are clear. He just shot, doesn't go very far. Pascal Healy now picks it up. Pascal has it, sends it high. A dangerous one again in towards PJ Malloy. PJ tries to brag it, but Michael Boylan says he's not going to grab this one, and Michael seems to grab PJ instead. But the referee, Jerry Calvin, comes in and wants a free. I think it's just an ordinary 21 free. I don't think it's a semi-penalty. Yes, there's at least 5 players going in. You have Michael Boylan, Silvio Manny, Jeb Power, Sean O'Brien and Dennis Mulcahy in there. There's a quick check in the score, 2-5 to 4 points. Well, a goal here at this stage with just over 26 minutes gone would really give great heart to Attenroy before they go in for the end of this first half. I know there's a few minutes to go still, but a goal here will make a difference. What will PJ do? Referee checking, making sure everybody is behind the 20-metre line. Waiting for it. PJ bends, lifts, strikes it, but he hits it high and over the bar. Did he try to get it into the top of the net, or was he satisfied to take his 5th point of the game and wait and see what will happen later on in the second half? We have 27 minutes gone now, and it's 2-5 to Middleton, 5 points. The score there is wrong, unfortunately. It's 2-5 to Middleton and 5 points to Attenroy. And the Ger Hawkin who was taking the scores. Ger, I suppose, wishing that it was Middleton maybe got that score, but it wasn't. It was Attenroy, and we'll change the correct the score there soon. Ball out over the line here, and it's the line ball to Middleton. John Fenton take it. Now PJ Malloy got a lovely score in the 6th minute from a sideline and the far side of the field, which is the same angle as John Fenton is here. Can John do the same? John normally is so expert at taking sideline balls. He is a bit further out than PJ was. He's about 40 metres out. Drops in, John Boylan coming in onto it, but the referee says that the way John came in wasn't really legitimate, and it's a free out again to Attenroy. John Boylan that time come right in to try and grab the ball, but the whistle went, and it's a free out. Yes, referee having a word with one of his umpires there, and is he going to say what somebody? No, he's not. The whistle is just gone. He's just calling for the puck, for the free to be taken, and the goalkeeper Matty takes it. Matty dropping it out around centre field. Edge clearly goes up for it, but it's grabbed there again by Pascal Healy. Pascal getting a lot of ball, sending this one dangerously in, but again wide. Pascal Healy winning a lot of ball, winning a lot of possession, getting a good few shots in, but just not judging the accuracy right. It's just going out to the left of the post and wide. I'm sure that's probably about his 4th one so far in this first half, but he is winning a lot of ball. Again to King with the puck out. King getting great length and tees, and if it's against the wind, he should get great power in the second half. Comes to Colm O'Neill again. Colm floating a dangerous ball into Jeff Fitz again. Jeff Fitz trying to milk away, but the back is Tom Monaghan on him. Tom Monaghan and Paul Hardiman over there. Ger after him. Paul Hardiman steps, Ger Fitzgerald keeping him there. John Fenton helping out as well. And his shot comes out not very far. Pascal he tries to go for it. Colm O'Neill there. Michael Cahill comes for it. Michael Cahill trying to break it out to the swing. He's followed here. A great tussle here for it. or it's Pat Higgins actually. Pat Higgins who's playing out very, very far at the moment. Now it's Pascal Eady. Pascal Eady well robbed by Kevin Hennessy. Kevin Hennessy trying to get the ball. The flag has gone up and you see Hurley swinging there. Reds are clearly coming in to stop Pat Higgins from trying to hit Kevin Hennessy. Pushes him away out of the way. Now the referee is calling out Kevin Hennessy and Edzard Cleary. And again, maybe the referee didn't see what I saw from this side. I thought that Kevin was just pulling on the ball, and I don't think he actually made any contact really with Pat Higgins that time. But the referee must have thought he did. Pat Higgins got up, swinging a few, well, nothing very hard or dramatic at Kevin. Edzard Cleary came in to try and push him away out of it, and I suppose the referee had to get control of the game again. But it has been a clean game. A very tough, very hard game, but a clean game. I can't honestly say there's been any real dirty stroke in it. Again, it comes to Sean Kearns. Sean Kearns floating it out, and it goes wide. So Athenry now missing a few chances in the last few minutes. They've drove over a few wides indeed. We're gone into added on time now in this first half. I'd say we lost around a minute or more, maybe a minute and a half, with that injury to John Hardiman in the first half. So referee blows the whistle. The game has just gone into a little bit of lull at the moment, and the awards a free against Athenry. And I'm sure they'd love to go down and get a goal now before half time, with the score 2-5 to 5 points. It's Billy Caulfield, the full back, to take this one. Hoping to get a long one, I would imagine. Billy high, dropping it down here in front of the other camera. Hurley's gone up for it, backs and forwards. It's Michael Boylan with it. Michael bringing it out to this side, picks it up very nicely. He's under a little bit of pressure. He's still trying to come away, kicks it, decides to kick it instead. Getting it out where it's got back in again by John Hardiman. Now it's Pat Hartnett pulling, very tough pulling. Silvio Manny over there as well. The whistle is gone, and the referee Jerry Cameron comes in again, and with 2-5 to 5 points to score, I would say we must be very close to the end of the first half, with a minute and a half gone into added on time. PJ Malloy here with a chance. What can he do with this one? He hits it low. Oh, he doesn't. He puts it over the bar again. Again, maybe one of these kind of ones that you hit, well, want to make sure to get some score, but he seems to be happy enough to get that. Maybe confident they can come out in the second half. PJ Malloy with his 6 points in the first half, 3 from plays, 2 from frees and 1 from a sideline, and it's 2-5 to 6 points now at the moment. Back with Michael Carl trying to, or it could be Pat Higgins again actually, running away with it. Billy Caulfield it was. Billy Caulfield getting down the field to John Hardiman. Athenry seem to have switched around a lot. I'll try and follow them maybe, well, for the second half now. Dangerous one coming in again. It goes into Jerry Dempsey, who's going to corner. The King nearly missed it the first time, but he got back to it. Now it's Seamus Kearns who's going out to the half-hour line. Seamus trying to get away here from Silvio Manny. Silvio finds him. He passes it across. PJ Malloy can't get to it. Coming over to it. Again, it comes out to Declan. He takes a shot, and Jeff Paul watches all the way. Goes out over the in-line, and it's a 60-metre ball to Athenry. Still 2-5 to 6 points. That time Declan Higgins had a chance, but the King watched it all the way. But more chance here if PJ Malloy could have got it up. Here comes again Declan, bouncing shot. Those ones are quite dangerous really, because, well, you can never judge what way they bounce off the surface. But the King was capable again of it, and he saves it and puts it out for a 60-metre free. 65 I should say. Dropped in by PJ Malloy. Gain a chance here. No one really came. It comes to Pat Higgins. Pat Higgins' shot is blocked down. Over again now to Jerry Dempsey. Jerry Dempsey can't control it. It's Seamus Kearns. He passes it back to Pat Higgins. Chance here for Pat Higgins. Can they get a score just before half time? No way over there, says Edzard Cleary, I think it was, who belted it out to the far side. I think the referee has blown the whistle for half time. With the score, 2 goals and 5 points to Middleton, 6 points to Athenry have been now added to the Galway panel. So, well, they're hoping to make a big name here for themselves to fight back and bring the first title since 1980 back to Galway. And the first title, of course, coming back to Cox in 79 if Middleton will win it. John Fenton into attack, getting it in towards Ger Fitz. Anthony Jennings gets it, but Ger Fitz gets again. Ger trying to break his way through here, takes a shot in it, but Matty Gahan is watching it there all the way, even though the players were coming to him, and he, no problem at all, clears it out. But Pat Hartnett is under it now. Pat Hartnett getting away. You can see also after moving out, it's Seamus Kearns to the half-forward line. Jerry Dempsey gets it on in. A bit of a struggle over here now to moment. PJ Malloy out. All the scores in the first half. Can he open the scoring for Athenry in the second half? No, he can't. This ball has a tail and it goes off out to the right, and it goes wide. 2-5, 6 points still. Ger Power, the king, gets ready to take the puck out. But Athenry coming straight into attack. See the flag in the goal post there actually as well, blowing, so the wind actually probably favouring Athenry in the second half. Maybe Middleton the first half. I thought it was the other way around. Pat Hartnett, a good clearance there. Way back out again, a clearance out of the defence by Billy Caulfield. Comes now to, that was Sean Keane trying to set Athenry up. Dennis Mulcahy back there. Dennis with plenty of experience. A very, very tough corner back indeed. Also has played in full back and half back positions over the years as needed. Pascal Healy trying to get in. Tyg McCarthy. Tyg with plenty of skill. No, it's Pat Higgins after him. Tyg trying to break away with the ball. Get Middleton back into attack. Coming over here, it's Paul Hardiman. Paul Hardiman is robbed again by Tyg. A good bit of tenacious play there by Tyg McCarthy. Middleton, now this game really is what you would call a very tough, hard struggle, but still not a dirty struggle as it comes again to Jeff Fitz. Gerald loves these positions, or he just couldn't get control of it there quickly. He hits it towards the end line, will it stay in play? Gerald just keeps it in play long in, but inside, Billy Caulfield, the full back for Athenry, spotted it all the way, and Billy clears it out to middle field. Sylvia O'Mahony reads it very well. Sylvia, another very skillful player, gets it in not very far, stopped by Pat Higgins. Pat Higgins tussling with Tyg McCarthy, all in, so and there's Jerry Dempsey. Now Sylvia coming in to help him, but it's Pat Higgins who gets away with it. Pat Hartnett comes in, and you can see a lot of holes down the ground there. The ball disappearing into him as it's got in by Seamus Kearns for Athenry into attack. This second half is starting like the first one. I will admit at the end of the first half went a little bit dead after the injury there to John Hardiman. But anyway, clearing it over there, it said so clearly. Well, he didn't clear it because his shot was well blocked down. A little flick on in here, and it comes in now as far as Declan Higgins. His shot is also well blocked down, gone out over the line over there as Michael Boylan came out to Declan Higgins that time and covered up very well, blocking the shot without over the line, and it's now a line ball to Athenry. Well, a great start here again to this second half. Well, both sets of supporters have travelled a long way for this game. Oh, lovely bit of catching and fetching there by Sean O'Brien. Not a very long clearance, but it goes out towards John Fenton. Jerry Keane back there. Jerry gets it on to PJ Malloy. He gets into Pascal Healy. Pascal Healy on his own oak. But again, lovely bit of blocking down that time by, I think it says so clearly, but it's gone over the bar. A whip in it and over the bar by John Hardiman, who's gone into the half forward line for Athenry. So they get the opening score here in the second half with just 3 minutes gone. A lovely little pull off the ground that time by John Hardiman. Batted out again by his brother Paul. It's a Cleary. Colm O'Neill breaks it down. Jerry Kane gets out a little bit. Michael Carl adds to it. Comes again. Edzo gets a little pass to Tyg McCarthy. Tyg McCarthy hits it high. It's dropping dangerous into. It's over the bar. A lovely point by Tyg McCarthy. I remember again a couple of years ago when Tyg got a lovely point at half outfield and it got Middleton going. Well, Tyg again took it very nicely there. A little hand pass to him from Edzo Cleary, and Tyg making no mistake, sending it over the bar. With 3 minutes and 43 seconds gone exactly in this second half. It's 2-6 to 7 points, so no changes from half time. Pat Hartnett trying to get away, gets a little bit of pressure. Cleared out by Jerry Kane to Paul Hardiman. Paul Hardiman, a very young player, but a very good, tough player, followed by John Boylan. Runs into Pat Hartnett, gets away from him. No, Paul Hardiman here trying to get away from it. Sylvia O'Mahony comes out to him, blocks him down. Pat Hartnett is back there, but still Paul gets a little flick in. Goes to PJ Malloy. PJ Malloy hits it high, and PJ Malloy hits it wide. Well, PJ, 6 scores in the first half, still to open his account in the second half. But I'm enjoying this game, I hope you are. The last Cork team to win this championship were Blackrock back in 1979 when they beat Shamrocks of Kilkenny. The Bears got into the final again, alright, in 81, but they were beaten that time by Shamrocks of Kilkenny. So, Tyg McCarthy again got a lovely point while ago. Will he get this one? It's bouncing danger, but Mahigan, a little sidestep, a little turn, and it gives a good clearance again, dropping out here. And I think the wind is probably favouring them, alright. It was probably favouring Middleton in the first half. Ball very close line, out of lines, line ball to Middleton. But I said, Blackrock in 79 beat Shamrocks of Kilkenny in the final, and in 81 they got their revenge on a Cork team by beating St Finbarrs, and that was the last Cork team to get to a final here in the club final. So Middleton hoping now actually to join the big three of Cork, as they were called, Blackrock, the Bears and the Glen, by coming in and making it a big four and winning an All-Ireland club title. They've won the county title 3 times in this decade, in the 80s, and yet to win, they won the Munster once, but can they now, or twice I suppose you could say, and now can they bring off an All-Ireland. Not a very good one from Pat, but Tygan McCarthy is there to it. He's dropped by Pascal Healy. Pascal sends a lovely dangerous ball into PJ Malloy. Michael Boyle is with him. Michael is shepherding him very well. PJ turns, moves back. He seems to be overplaying the ball. Yes, the referee says he did. And you can see the delight in the crowd down there, the Middleton supporters with that one. Because, well, normally I suppose 9 times out of 10 a referee would give a free to the forward, saying that the Pat Hartnett there looks as if he's a little bit dazed from the last incident. But Sean O'Brien takes a free, not a very good one. The nerves seem to be very building up in the second half. I've noticed a lot of tension, dropped out of Sean's hand. Sylvie O'Mahony comes out onto it. Sylvie gets a big heavy tackle there from Sean Keane, and it goes out over the line, eventually for the line ball. But it's a very strong, a physical game, a lot of nerves, a lot of tension down there, because both these teams are trying so hard. They're trying to bring off this All-Ireland Club Championship. Middleton for the first time and Athenry for the first time. Pat Higgins with it. Pat, a lovely sideline ball, dropping right in towards, it's held inside in play, I don't know, got it, but Dennis Mulcahy trying to get it out, flicked up again by John Hardiman. Dennis Muller after it, Muller has it, soloing out of defence, breaking a great break, getting away from the young player, passes on in to Michael Crotty. Michael Crotty gets on a little bit, not very far, and Athenry come back again with it, back into attack. A great game of moving. Sylvie O'Mahony now coming out to it. Sylvie getting away out here from Jerry Dempsey. It only comes out as far as Pat Higgins. Pat Higgins tries to keep it in play. It's gone out. Tyg McCarthy watching him there that time all the way, and it went out off his hull. He just couldn't get control of it, and it went out. Billy McSweeney there with his trumpet again, trying to urge on the Middleton team. Sylvie's sideline very good to win, going back into attack. John Fenton gets a little flick from it on in, watching his Billy Caulfield, the full back for Athenry. Jeff Fitzgerald comes out, puts pressure on him. John Fenton comes after him as well, but Billy now doing Dennis Mulcahy on it. A lovely little pass on into the middle. It comes as far as Paul Hardiman, but Paul's shot is half blocked down, and it comes now as far as Seamus Kearns. Seamus Kearns out in the half-hour line, getting into Declan Higgins. Declan Higgins with Dennis Mulcahy. Dennis tries to pick it up. He's hoosed, he's pushed off it on the far side, and the whistle is gone. Yes, and it's a free out to Middleton. What a tremendous start. And there's Paddy Fitzgerald. Paddy going out to check with Pat Hartnett, also Dr. Dave Boylan. Dave, who was with him back in 84 and 83 when they won it, now with Claughaun in Limerick. He's a doctor up in Limerick now, and he went out to check if Pat was alright, because Pat did seem to be a little bit dazed after an incident there a few seconds ago, an accidental one, of course. Right, back with the ball. Middleton into attack again. Can they get a score? Really very little change since half time between teams. Kevin Hennessy picks up nicely. Pass out to Jeff Fitz. Jeff Fitz passes it back over to this side. Now a chance here for to get him. John Boylan trying to break his way through. A little pass back, but no Middleton player there. Only Pat Higgins back helping out his defence from midfield. And what a lovely cut into attack. PJ Malloy and Michael Boylan again. Racing across to it now. This is Declan Higgins. Declan Higgins trying to get away. 3 Middleton players on him. Pass out to PJ Malloy. He kicks it, but his shot is blocked down again by Dennis Mulcahy. Dennis Mulcahy getting it out. Still Athenry come attacking, but eventually it's Sean O'Brien that clears it out a bit further. Now it's Pat Hartnett. Pat picking it up there and getting it and clearing it way out to the far side of it. His brother John is underneath it. John tries to flick it up, but he's under pressure. Jerry Keane has it now. Jerry Keane flicking it into the centre, but it doesn't go very far, where Jeff Fitz adds onto it in. Billy Caulfield, the full back. Billy Caulfield now trying to break away on the far side of the field with it. Followed again, Jeff Fitz with him. Kevin Hennessy with him. He gets a little hand pass on into the middle, but again watching it, there's Michael Crotty. Michael Crotty into the hands of Paul Hardiman, and Paul Hardiman clears it back out again for the guy with the Athenry. Sean O'Brien tussling over there with Sean Keane. Sean Keane, the centre forward, Sean O'Brien, the centre back, and it goes out over Sean Hurling out over the line ball. Oh, great stuff. Just over 9.5 minutes gone in the second half, and a great start to this game. There's Dr. Dave Boylan still keeping an eye on Pat Hartnett. Bobby Gardner on the far side there, and Dennis Crowley out there again. Dennis out there with Pat Hartnett just to give him some water to help him revive. Pascal Healy, a lovely sideline ball dropping onto the 20-metre line, grabbed and a shot and wide. Lovely shot again, caught it very well quickly. Not too sure who the player was. I think it might have been Pat Higgins, but it was so quick, so fast. And over there's Dr. Davis is still worried about, I'm sure, about Pat Hartnett, trying to keep an eye on him. But it's over and wide. But a lovely little quick shot again from the forward. Great game, great skill. Hard game, very entertaining. Middleton back into attack now, off to Colm O'Neill again. Colm trying to break his way through. Cullum followed by Anthony Jennings, gets a little flick to it, but back inside is the full back, Billy Caulfield, and he clears it out. Cullum, I think, must have gone over to the right corner forward position, and that time, as there's a number 17 on here for Attenroy, and I'll try and tell you, he's O'Donoghue, it's Mixie Donoghue, has come on for number 15, that's Declan Higgins. So first sub on the team here for Attenroy. Back with the play. Again, John Hartnett going in on the ball there, instinctively went to hit the ball, but I think he connected. Maybe, I don't know, from this angle it didn't look as if very hard, because I thought he just held the Hurley back from making full contact that time on Michael Cahill, the centre back, and the referee is taking his name as one of the people coming out from Attenroy, a physio or a doctor, not too sure who it is, to have a look at Michael Cahill, but I think Michael is okay. I would say it was only a glancing blow. John Hartnett sportingly comes over and says sorry about that, and we get back with the game. Pascal Healy again to take it. Pascal doing all the freezing sidelines from around the middle of the field. A lovely dropping dangerous ball in, but whoa, what a lovely bit of fetching there by Silvio O'Mahony. Silvio hand passes out towards this Mulcahy. Dennis pulls in the first time and the second time, but it doesn't go very far, and here come Attenroy back in attack again. It's Pat Higgins now trying to break his way through, busting his way through, and a great save inside by John Paul. A lovely bust through there by Pat Higgins. And Pat Higgins is a very good player indeed, a very dangerous looking player. Here we look at it again, breaking his way through 3 or 4 players, but the King again keeping his eye on it, read it all the way and put it out over the line. Again, for the third time we look at it. Look at that, it's a great bust through, and he really got some power behind that from a palm ball, but the King watching it and reading it all the way and putting it out. Here's Pascal Healy with the 65, dropping it in again to the square. They seem to be going for it, up grabbing for it there is the centre forward Sean Keane. Sean is on the ground. The referee says that Sean tried to barge his way through, and he's awarded a free out to Middleton. Exciting stuff here in Croke Park. We have just over 12.5 minutes gone in this second half, and the score still is 2-6 to Middleton, 8 points to Attenroy. So it scores very, very low in this second half, but a lot of pressure, a lot of good attacking balls, but just at this stage, no team getting really on top. Out again to Colm O'Neill. Billy Caulfield breaks away from him. John Fenton doubles on it, sends a lovely attacking ball in. It's batted downside by Tom Monaghan. He's fired, he's put under pressure, but it goes out and wide. John Boyle that time trying to put him under pressure, but John just couldn't get to it properly, and it went out and it went wide. So it's in-to-in stuff. And the balloon, wherever it came from down the field, Mahigan's puck out, dropping out in the centre of the field. Trying to get it there is Seamus Kearns. Seamus doubles on it, sends it on into attack, flicked on a bit further inside by Sean Kearns, but Sean O'Brien there, Sean Keane and Sean O'Brien each other, but Sean O'Brien getting that one. Now it's with John Boylan again. John Boylan trying to get away from Tom Moynihan. John, I think, has gone into corner forward position maybe, or else Tom Moynihan's coming out. But John, a lovely solo. Little pass out to Kevin Hennessy. Chance for Kevin. Kevin hits it high and Kevin hits it just wide. But a lovely run by John Boylan, and that's 2-6 to 7 points, that's the score. But that's what John Boylan really is best at. With his speed, he's a natural runner. I remember in his young days when he was under 14, under 15, 16, John was a great sprinter. And that's what he's best at, running at him, using the speed and drawing the backs. And in this game so far, he hasn't got many chances to do that. It's a very tight, very close marking game indeed. A good puck out by Mahigan. Blacked down by Pat Hartnett over the far side. Got in a bit further there by Jerry Keane. In as far as Pat Higgins. Pat Higgins, a great player, seems to be playing very well. Tries to flick it up. Failed to do so. Goes out off the line to line ball. But a lot of good skill shown here between both these teams. Even though Middleton are leading by 2-6, by 5 points, by 2-6 to 7 points, Attenroy still haven't given up. There's a confirmation of the score. Attenroy still haven't given up. They're still pressing, putting on a lot of pressure on the Middleton team. And if one feels that if they got a score that really anything could happen in this game, as Pat Hartnett clears that one well. Back again is Tom Monaghan. Tom Monaghan has come out in the half back line, I think. He's played a very good first half, faded out in it for the last 10 minutes of the first half, but he's starting well in the second half again. Seamus Kearns also doing better since he came out in the half-hour line. Throws it in with Dennis Mulcahy there with all his experience, reading that ball well, gets it to Lone. We're only back out as far as Seamus Kearns again. Dennis and Seamus playing a little bit touch ball to each other. He's on a solo run, he drops it. Now, Pat Hartnett getting it out a little bit. John Fenton doubling on it, sending it back into attack again for Middleton. But it's grabbed again inside by Tom Monaghan. Tom Monaghan trying to get over it. Jeff Fitz this time robs him. Gets it across over to the middle. Jerry Keane after it. Jerry Keane getting it out. Little bit of tossing. Heads are clearly over there on the far side with Pat Higgins. Pat getting a touch on into it. Comes over here to the side to Tig McCarthy. Tig knocked out of his hand but doubles on the ground and clears it out. As I said, just so hard for any one of the teams here to seem to get in top. Kevin Hennessy here tussling for it, trying to win it. Face to so, but it comes to Tig McCarthy, and Tig a long, high attacking ball in. But again, it's Tom Monaghan. Tom Monaghan, as Ger Fitz comes to him. Ger being tall and Tom not so tall. Ger's got around him, and the referee has blown it up and wards a free out to Attenroy, and the game slows down again for a second. And maybe it's just as well to give us a chance to get our breath. It really is a fantastic game as the umpire or the linesman goes out there to have a word with Jerry Cowan from Offaly. I'm not too sure what it's all about. And I saw nothing really untoward happening there. Billy Caulfield takes this free. Billy sending his team into attack, dropping it again. Whistle is gone. Yes, the referee calls back. I think there's a substitute coming out from Middleton because that's Joe Desmond there, one of the selectors. And yes, Jerk Lavin is coming on to the Middleton team. And Michael Crotty he's replacing Michael Crotty, and Joe Desmond, yes, congratulating Michael there. Well done, Michael Crotty, a young player indeed with a bright future, I imagine. And I'm sure that all the Middleton spectators underneath him, they're really enjoying giving him a good warm round of applause. Michael has done very well. Back with this game anyway. Ball dropping in. Jerk keeps his eye on it, but a chance here for Attenroy again. It breaks out. PJ Maddai pulls it and misses it the first time, and eventually Middleton scoop it out. A very casual ball coming in, but the King got to it again. Now comes to Pascal Healy. Pascal Healy, John Hatton come to him. Pascal gets a shot, and Pascal puts it over the bar. Well, I suppose a point is better than a goal. Just over almost 17 and a half minutes gone, and the number 9 that time. So the 2 scorers in the second half so far for Attenroy, or the 3 scorers altogether. Here it comes again. Joe bats it down. Around there, they just couldn't get to it at the time. It's Mixie Donoghue, the sub who came on was there, and it comes out to Pascal. Pascal under a bit of pressure, breaks the ball free, comes away over here now from Eds. And John Hatton as he comes to him, but a very quick player indeed. In the first half he couldn't find the rage, he got it in the second half. Back anyway with Jerk Lavin, the other sub who came on, the sub came on from Middleton. Jerk Lavin puts it over as fast Kevin Hennessy. Kevin looks up, Kevin takes a shot, and Kevin puts it over the bar. Well, that was a quick answer from Middleton. We had no score since the 3.5 minute of the game, and in the 17th minute, within a space of half a minute, we actually had 2 scores. So Kevin Hennessy getting that score now from Middleton, and the score is 2-7 to 8 points. Back in again, Middleton coming to attack. Colm O'Neill out on this side, trying to get it up, trying to get him in. Moving through, he's under a little bit of pressure. A little pass back here to Kevin again. Kevin who got the last score, very close on the 14-metre line, moves back out to the 21, looks up, takes a shot again, and Kevin makes no mistake. And what 2 valuable points indeed for Middleton, as Pascal Healy, here it comes again. Colm moving around, comes under pressure here from 2 of the backs. A little pass to Kevin. Now Kevin gets this one up very quickly, turns back out, makes an angle for himself here on the 20-metre line, and he flicks it high and flicks it over the bar. And that's Kevin's 5th score of the afternoon. So Kevin Hennessy doing extremely well indeed for Middleton. 18, almost 19 minutes gone. It's 2 goals and 8 points to 8 points. Back again it comes. Oh, lovely, great save by the King. Mixie Donoghue, the substitute there, getting a shot in. And Ger Pow, just watch it here. We just showed you in slow motion. You can see just with the tip of his hurley, he just barely got the boss to it, and it went out for another 65 metres. So Attenroy still on giving up, even though Kevin Hennessy got 2 very good points. See Paddy Fitz on the far side there. They're telling the Middleton forwards, push down. Judd, Desmond and Father Dennis as well. You see all the hands moving over on the far side. But Attenroy coming back. 2-8 to 8 points. Another substitute coming on here for Attenroy. It's number 19. It's Joe Rabbies coming on for Jerry Dempsey. This one dropping out to the left and wide, and well, that could have been a very valuable point if they could have taken it. But again, a great save again by the King. There's confirmation of the score. 2-8, 8 points. As I said, King that time getting the tip, just a tip to it, mind you, but that was enough. That goal, if it came, could have made a tremendous difference to this game, because Attenroy are keeping the pressure on. They've never really given up. The flick comes up to the side underneath us. Put on again by Mixie Donohoe. Stopped inside by Michael Boylan. Got away this time by Pat Higgins again. Pat Higgins proven to be very dangerous. Michael Boylan dives onto him, hangs on and catches him a second time. Well, I would say there's no doubt about a free in that situation. But Pat Higgins, a very, very dangerous looking forward. As I said, himself and Pascal Healy have joined the Galway panel from the Athenry team this year, even though they haven't actually got involved in the league campaign yet, I believe. But while I'm quite sure that this player, Pat Higgins, who played in Galway minor team in '83, will make a name for himself if he keeps playing like he has been today. Well, with PJ Malloy, the scorer in chief in the first half, no score so far in the second half. On the 20-metre line, will he go for a goal or will he go for a point? There's 9 minutes left. Takes a shot, he goes low, but John Paul puts the Hurley up, off his Hurley out again for a 65. Again, I think that is his style, that he tries. Middleton crowd happy about this one, the Magpies down there, the black and whites. But again, I say he tried to put it into the roof of the net, but Jeff Paul, watching it all the way, got his Hurley to it and out again for a 65. So Middleton live again. But Athenry, in fairness, have not given up the ghost yet. In '86, they got to the semi-final of the Galway Championship, won it of course in '87, and the last time they was back in '77. Pascal dropping this one in again. They're going for goals. Batted out. Chance here for... Oh! Yes, it's gone over the bar. I think it's Seamus Kearns, the number 13, who's gone out to the half-forward line, who got that one. So, yes, it is indeed Seamus Kearns whipping on that one, getting it over the bar. So, the scores now are 2 goals and 8 points to 9 points. And still only 5 points. Middleton just can't shake this Athenry team. 5 points at half time, back to 5 points again. Jack Glavin, who came on working very hard, trying to get in. Kevin Hennessy there, under pressure from Paul Hardiman, trying to get away. He's also under pressure here from Michael Cadd. He gets a shot right across the middle, but watching inside. Anthony Jen shot back down by John Fenton, cleared out by Paul Hardiman, out to his brother John. John turning and getting it and giving a good clearance again to Athenry. Sean O'Brien breaks that one down. Comes to Pat Hartnett, his half-back teammate. Pat Hartnett floating into the middle, into Colm O'Neill. Colm O'Neill with it. Inside him he's got, I think it's John Boylan. But his shot is blocked down. It's blocked out. Chance for Jeff Fitz. Oh, a great save by Mahigan. A great save there again by Mahigan that time. So both goalkeepers bringing off the saves. Coming on very close to the line. Jeff Fitz tussling down there. I think it's with Paul Hardiman. The ball has gone out. There, Cleary looks at this one again. Colm O'Neill trying to get away from Billy Caulfield. Flicks it high in. It's batted back out by Kennedy. Pulled on first time by Jeff Fitz. But Mahigan got it well, kicking it out to this side of the field. Now Jeff Fitz racing out here with Paul Hardiman. Paul slip slides the ball. See how it stuck down the hole in the ground. And Gerard gives him a little push. I thought the ball would get off the line, but no, I'd imagine there's a free this time. Taken by Anthony Jennings. Batted back out there again by Ty McCarthy. John Fenton. John, I think, has gone out onto midfield, getting more involved in this game. Tom Monaghan. Tom Monaghan again played very good at the cornerback. Dennis Mulcahy, the other number 2, also playing well. Ball out to the middle of the field. Ger Glavin. Ger also a man with a great burst of speed. That time Jerry Keane got to him. Over into Kevin Hennessy. Kevin, who got the last 2 points to Middleton. But this time his shot goes astray. Also Michael Cadd's shot goes astray. And again it's Ger Glavin. Ger trying to get him into attack. Ger Fitz putting over there with Tom Monaghan. The referee says that Ger had one hand, I think, on his back. Whatever he's doing anyway, it's illegal and it's a free out to Athenry. 24 minutes gone. I hope you've all enjoyed this game. It really is I'm enjoying it. And Bar, we said the last few minutes of the first half, it's all attack. Here comes Pat Higgins again, trying to get after John O'Brien. Des Mulcahy blocks down his Hurley, but the referee says he didn't block it, he chopped it, and you can chop, and it's a free in. Another 20-metre free. Well, PJ Malloy, can he open his scoring in the second half? With him is Mixie Donohoe. John Fenton coming back to watch. It's Pascal Healy is coming up to take it. Yes, this time they've changed. PJ has tried a few 21s and not got the goal, so maybe they're trying something new here. 5 minutes to go. 5 points behind. It really is nothing. A goal here, and the whole thing is in fray. Takes a shot, oh, it's a hard shot, but it's blocked inside and cleared out by Sean O'Brien. Out to Ty McCarthy, and Ty Gastrenson's out further. It was a very hard, strong shot, but it was Sean O'Brien, I think, who got it down. It's now to John Boylan. John Boylan trying to get away here from Anthony Jennings. Turning, sends a shot in towards Jeff Fitz. Jeff Fitz, I think, has gone into the full forward position. He's trying to get away from Anthony Jennings here. Sends a dangerous ball right across, a bit too hard and a bit too strong for John Hartnett. Over there is Jerry Keane. Jerry Keane, the number 7, the half-back, coming out and affects a good clearance indeed. Not as good as you would expect, only to John Fenton. Here's Jock Glavin on the run again. The whistle is gone. I think the referee said that Ger probably carried the ball too far, but Ger was going so fast there that you wouldn't know how many steps he was taking. It's another substitute coming on from Middleton. It's Vincent O'Neill, Cullum's brother, and Vincent replacing John Boylan. So there was 2 Boylan brothers on, 2 Hartnett brothers on this team. Now there's 2 O'Neill brothers on the team. And on the Attenroy team, you had the 2 Hardiman and 2 Higgins. Sean O'Brien again, the centre back, grabbing that one very well. Flicks out towards John Fender, but it's Pascal Healy who's back there with it. John Half blocks down his shot. Pascal Healy's shot is swinging out. No, the ball hasn't gone out. It's kept in play by Mixie Donohoe, the number 17. Now coming out to Miss Pat Hatton. Mixie turns, takes a shot. It's going into the centre where Silvio Manny grabs it and effectively clears it out and out of the line to line ball to Attenroy. Less than 4 minutes to go and still 5 points between the teams. 8 to 9 points. Paul Hardiman dropping it in again. Maybe if they win for more points. It's again with PJ Malloy. He passes back out to Pascal Healy. He takes a shot and I think it's enough to hand. The hand has gone up there. Took a deflection and it's gone out for a 65. But just checking, there's the clock, almost 4:15. I make it, as I said, just coming up to 4 minutes left to play in the second half. Well, if they took a few of their points, I am quite sure that this stage they wouldn't be so far behind. There was 2 from 20 metre frees. There was another one just that time, that was 3, and 1 from a 65 earlier on. He floats this one back in again. They're really going for these goals. Maybe that's where the experience, but again Sylvie is there and Sylvie effects a very good clearance. Sends it out here. Watching is Kevin Hennessy back roaming, helping out. He gets out as far as John Fenton. John can't control the first time, but he wins it the second time along the ground. Again, it's Tom Monaghan. Tom Monaghan playing very well indeed for Attenroy. Passes the ball up. Pat Hartnett, it bounces away badly that time for him. Seamus Cairns with him. Coming out is Mixie Donohoe, but Pat back. Pat under pressure from 2 players, but still left-handed, gives a good clearance out to the side of the field, right underneath us. Vince O'Neill pulling very hard there that time, but Tom Monaghan came back, got in the way, blocked his Hurling, and it's a line ball. Vincent, another upcoming young star indeed from Middleton, and with all these young players coming up, I am sure that Middleton will continue into the 1990s. They've won almost every county competition from under 12 upwards in the 80s. So with the under 12s, under 14s, under 16s and the minors, they surely must have a backup coming on the years. Breaks out as far as Kevin Hennessy. Picked up by Paul Hardiman. Paul under a bit of pressure. Paul tried to pass it, but lovely bit of catching there by Tyke McCarthy. Tyke floats it into space. Jeff Hitz doubles on for it. He sees Colm O'Neill running. Colm trying to get away from Billy Caulfield. Colm has it up. He's fought up Anthony Jennings and Billy Caulfield. Colm inside him. He's got Jeff Hitz. Can he pass it? Shoots. It's gone in. Here it comes again. A kick and into the back of the net. And jubilation. You can see the wives up there. Rosa Bryan, Geraldine Mercati, Margaret Boylan and Una Hennessy, 4 wives of the Middleton players up there, and they're really excited. The ball is poked out quickly, 8 to 9 points, and I make it only a little over a minute to go. So now Middleton surely from that one of saves it, but Pat Higgins says no, he's trying to go through. The ball is stopped, the referee is blown the whistle, and again he was a free in. Well, we look at this one again. Here's Colm, busts his way through. 2 players, kicks it. And remember, of course, Colm was a minor hero with Cork footballers back, I think it was about 1981. My years now are not exact with me here, when he scored a hat-trick for Middleton in the minor All-Ireland final, and he showed his expertise at the big ball there by kicking that one in. This is so vital. I think if it comes, it'll be too late. PJ hits it again. It's blocked downside by, and the King has it, and he doesn't care who charges into him at this stage, because Paddy Fitz coming in. He's asking Sylvie to come off, and he's bringing Jerry Smith on with a little over a minute to go, so that the 3rd substitute from Middleton can come on. And what a nice gesture indeed, that 18, the maximum number of players who can play, will say they played here in an All-Ireland Club Hurling Championship final. So Jerry Smith will win his medal on the field, and I'm sure at this stage they're going to win it. But my Attenroy made them sweat until that goal from Colm. But what a lovely flick on again from Jeff Fitz. Something, if you wish, like that Kevin Hennessy did to him in the start of the game. There's Jerry Smith. And the 3rd sub also came on for Attenroy, who I missed throughout the game. He was our number 20, Brian Feeney. came on for Sean Keane. So all the substitutes have been used in this game. Pat Hartnett. Oh, this stage, Middleton are going to be the kingpins of All Ireland. Seamus Kern says this one, floats it in. Des Mulcahy gets to it. Jenny Smith gets it, 2 shots at it there. It comes out to Michael Boylan. Michael Boylan tries to flick it out, but he doesn't have to flick it out anymore because Middleton, the Magpies, are the All Ireland Club Senior Hurling Championship.